Welcome back to another Grok Imagine tutorial. Today we're going to learn how to create and use consistent characters for your longer movies. Because if you make a longer project, you want your characters to always look the same. And with the multiple image reference function, this can now be achieved in Grok Imagine without the use of any other tools. We are going to use grok.com on the desktop here, but you can also achieve the same result with the mobile app. We're going to click on the Imagine tab and paste in my prompt. This is a very simple prompt: Asian female, shaved head, black ink flower tattoos on her face, futuristic headphones, yellow cyberpunk jacket. And then I also added solid green background, and I'm going to explain why later. We're going to choose 2 to 3, which is great for a portrait like that, and let's see what we get. Now this is basically what I wanted, because I wanted to define her face first, because that gives me an idea of who the character is, and then we're going to define the rest of the clothing later. So we're going to pick one we like. Let's just say we're going to take this one. Now we're going to edit it and want to define the rest of the character. I got another prompt here, very simple. Full body shot, she's wearing black leather pants and combat boots. Solid green background again. I chose the green background, by the way, because now it's easier to cut her out later in Photoshop or something like that. And I also believe it's easier for the image model later if we use these images as references, so we don't confuse it with the background, right? Just gonna put in this prompt into the edit function and see what we get. You might have to press this button a couple of times until you get the result you want, really. And let's see. Yeah, this doesn't look too great, but let's just use it for the purposes of this demonstration, right? So we're gonna say here, we're gonna pick this one. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna decide, let's see, the headphones have to look the same, kind of, right? So let's use this one. We're gonna save this as well. And now we're going to modify this one more time with another prompt, because the image model doesn't really know how she looks from the back, right? So we're going to define that as well. Turn her around 180 degrees, a black sun on the back of her jacket. And let's see what we get. Now she has hair. That is not good. That is not great at all. Let's try that again. And actually, if we have a problem like that, you can prompt it away. I'm going to put shaved head back in, and that will probably solve it. There we go. So let's say we're going to use this one. We're going to save it as well. And now we got 3 images we can use as references to make our movies. Now you can save these 3 images somewhere and always use them to recreate the same character. We're going to select them all and simply drag them in here. And now we can prompt her in any kind of situation. For example, she is standing on the rooftop of a dark cyberpunk metropolis. And because the AI has all of these references, it knows how she looks from all angles, and that will just enable you to have the same character in all your scenes. Interesting, but this is more what I had in mind, and it works because the AI knows how she looks from the background. Well, this is a little mistake here with the sun, but again, you can press this button again and again until you get what you want. And now you simply make a video of this scene and do this again and again, prompt her in different positions and in different scenes, and have your consistent character throughout the movie. I hope this could help you a little bit. This is Alex Utopia, signing off.